What's up, everybody? I know it's been a while since you've seen my face. Do I look different since the last time you guys saw me? I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to upload this to my YouTube primarily. Of course, it's going to show up on my Facebook as well. So people that only pay attention to my Facebook, half of y'all probably won't even know some of the stuff I may say in this video, if I feel the need to mention anything that I did on my YouTube or so. But yeah, nevertheless, man. So, as many of you know, especially if you're on Facebook, it's my birthday today, August 10th, the greatest day in the history of man. Nah, but today's my birthday, and I'm looking back on my life. I'm turning 28, and I've had this mature mentality since I was 16. Since I was 16 years old. Man, I don't know what it was that caused me to start thinking like that. Maybe it's because I always listened to my elders, and even when they didn't think I was paying attention to them. I always pay attention I'm very observant. I pay attention to certain things that's happening around me, my friends, how they were getting treated, and the other things, other people like classmates and the nonsense they were getting into. And I just never really wanted to be a part of that world. Even when I tried to dive into it to be socially accepted during my high school years, I didn't really give a fuck about that. It was just never my thing. I know the camera just like twisted a little bit right there. My bad. I didn't know it was gonna do that, but yeah, man, I'm one of those people where I never really cared. I have what I like to call an I don't give a fuck personality. You know what I mean? I've always had that since I was 16. I wasn't saying that, but that's basically what I'm calling it now. Because I didn't know what to call it back then. It was I could call it an I don't give a fuck mentality. Now that doesn't mean you don't care about things that you should care about. It's that you don't care about things that you shouldn't care about. Like, I'm one of those people where I'm very simple in as far as the things that I enjoy. So I don't feel the need to have to go out and do the things that other people feel like they need to do in order to have fun or be at peace or to get some stress off their chest or whatever the case is. I was always the person like, I never owned a pair of Jordans. You know what I mean? One, because it didn't make no sense for my folks to buy me Jordans. And now I'm looking back at it, now I got my own money. I'm just looking at it like, I don't even want to buy them shits. I look at Jordans and I see a death shoe. Literally. People are killing each other over these damn shoes. I don't give a damn about Jordans. Never owned a pair of Jordans in my life, and I am proud to say that. I never was a part of that wave, and I never will be. Jordans can, suck a dick. Excuse my vulgarity, but I don't really care about things like that. I don't care about weed. I don't care about alcohol. Shouts out to the people that get drunk and get high. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do what y'all do. I just don't. That's just not what I do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking what y'all do. That's just not what I do. But drink and smoke responsibly. Um, I don't. I don't really go out to clubs and shit like that. This world getting too fucking crazy for me. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm originally from New Orleans, and just growing up in New Orleans for the time that I did, even going back like every summer since until I was like what 22. You always go down there, and it was like this. But like the first stop was always our auntie house. My auntie house was always the first stop. As soon as you go to New Orleans, if you was in this family, the auntie was the first, was the first person that you go see. That was the very first stop. Before you go anywhere else, that was the very first stop. And we used to always pass up this little daiquiri shop, and it seemed like somebody always just got killed as soon as you went by there. It's like you can't even like go by there without seeing some type of BS happening. Somebody getting into a fight, somebody laid out on the ground, either they dead or they just got knocked the fuck out on some smoky shit. But yeah, like they just, it was always like I never was attracted to having to go out to have fun, quote unquote. I mean, I did when I was in high school. They had this little building that we used to call like the rec. It was a rec center basically, and we used to go there, and that was basically our version of the nightclub. Every Saturday it was the rec. White T-shirts you get in for $5. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that shit. White T-shirts in the rec. That's how we used to do. No, it was white T-shirts getting free because there was a song back then. in my white tee. If y'all remember them franchise boys. I grew up in the South, so them franchise boys was like popping at the time, and they had a song called "In My White Tee," and I think the rec at that time they had like if you wore an all white T-shirt and you got in for free. If not, then it was gonna cost you $5 because that was like the regular admission to get in there anyway. And yeah, that shit died out kind of quick now that I look back on it. Nobody really went to them after about like a year or two. I don't know if they're still doing them back then, but if I ever get the nerve to go back home, and I guess I'll go to my old high school and check it out, see what it's about. If not to go in there and party and shit, I don't really give a damn. Just to pass by there to see if it's even active. You know what I mean? Like see if something going on there. I know somebody need to be doing something with that building if they're not. But that was like a good way to keep the youth out of trouble and shit. Even though we were still getting to our little mishaps every now and then after the shit. But but yeah, like I never was a fan of going out wearing Jordans, doing little shit. Like I didn't have to do that. Some people they feel like they have to do that in order to have fun. Me, I never cared. I don't give a fuck to do it. I'm good. On my birthday, I'm one of them type of people. Like I'm at this point in my life, like really, even though I've been thinking this way since I was 16. I've matured in this way of thinking, and that's not to say that I'm better than anybody else or anything like that. This is just how I think. For me, I never thought of myself being like, better than anybody. I'm extremely humble. If I do anything bad, I take my credit for it. Just like if I do anything good, I don't really care who gets the credit. Like I really don't give a fuck. But if it's some accolades and some money in that motherfucker, you better give me my goddamn credit. But yeah, like I don't really care. I'm somewhat of a workaholic. Well, I say somewhat because when I'm not at work, my neck looks fat as fuck now that I'm laying like this. No, but no, like I'm a workaholic. I get up, go to work, come here, I play video games. I do my thing on YouTube. And I'm working towards doing that full time, and taking steps towards doing that now. Taking more steps toward doing that now than I did in the past to really do that full time. And yeah, so I'm just, as far as I'm concerned, either I'm sleeping, eating, or I'm working around the clock. That's the way my time goes. I don't even kick it with friends like that. I got coworkers that's been wanting me to go out with them, and I haven't even taken them up on that offer. So you might hear background noises. That's just my folks moving around, closing doors and shit. But yeah, I never really cared to do a lot of things that a lot of people would do on, a birthday, especially since you're, somebody that's turning like 28. Once you turn 21, you want to do everything because then you finally get the freedom that America gives you. Oh, you can drink, you can smoke, you won't get in trouble just for doing that. You can go socialize, drink, you know what I mean, and things like that. I never cared to do none of that. Of course, when you're younger, you sneak swigs of this and that, but I never really cared to do any of that BS. I just don't indulge in that. But if anything, like I disavow it. I don't hate, but I do disavow it. Like I'd rather people not do it, but it is what it is. I don't hate you. But yeah, man. At this point in my life, I'm looking back on everything, man. It's like and like I said, I've been thinking this way since I was 16. It's just like the older you get, like I always consider myself to be like a young guy with an old soul. You know, and people don't even consider me to be old yet. People still think I'm like 25 or like 20 or something. Like I don't know how. I mean, I look old as shit in my opinion. I'm not that damn young. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's a good thing. They do say black people age what 10 years slower than everybody else, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. But black don't crack. Uh, but yeah, man, I'm just I'm looking back on this like as you get older, it just hit me like the day before I turned like 2 day, like 1 or 2 days before I turned, before the day. Um, like you just don't care about a lot of shit that you shouldn't care about. Like it's like things just it's like the older you get, like the less you have, the less you worry about, the more you realize that's what's really gonna give you peace by not having so damn much. You know what I mean? And because I don't really want anything. Like I've always been like that, you know, for the longest time. If anybody ever asked me, well, what you want for Christmas, or you know, what you getting for Christmas, or what do you want for Christmas, what do you want for your birthday, what you want to do for your birthday, I'm just like nothing, because I'm good. Like if there was anything that I wanted, quote unquote, for my birthday, I mean, I would always get it before my birthday. I wanted me a PS4. You know, I got that way before my birthday. I wanted me a PlayStation 3. I got that, you know, years ago, way before my birthday, or way before a Christmas, you know, years ago. Got myself a laptop, got my capture card so that I can record gameplay videos and record my commentary. Got my headset that, you know, it cost me like $300, but it was worth it because those headphones are fucking awesome. Look at my crooked ass thumb. God damn, why my shit look like a question mark, bruh? But yeah, like, you know, I pretty much have everything as far as I need. Like, I wanted that stuff, but I do kind of need it for what I do on YouTube or whatever. But anything that I wanted or whatever, I got it way before those special days came about, and I just didn't want anything then. So I'm good as far as like wanting anything on certain days, because more than likely I'm gonna get it before you know, before those days get to me. And on top of that, I just don't care for them, unless I really need it for something that I'm trying to do or work toward. So I'm just not, you know, big on wanting things like that. I don't care to go anywhere. I don't care. You know, I just want to chill. Like, can I do that on my birthday? Like, can I chill? You know, can I just relax? Can I lay my head back? Like, you know what I'm saying? What if I want to play video games? What if I just want to turn on my PS4 and just whip some ass in Street Fighter or something? Or Mortal Kombat? You know what I'm saying? Oh, ADS Play 101 is my PlayStation name, so you guys can look that up and add me on there. Feel free, I don't care. I kick anybody ass in anything. Yes, I'm about that life. Um, but yeah, I'm just big on, you know, not doing much, and I'm at peace. You know, I enjoy my peace and quiet. I enjoy my time to myself. Not that I don't mind sharing it with other people or anything like that, but when I am by myself, and you know, I'm good. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to, you know, I don't mind hanging out, but you know, as far as where I get my peace from is just the most of my peace from is just, you know, relaxing, you know, kicking back, doing this, just laying down, you know, and especially you know, when you know that you really don't want anything, when a day off work is the greatest birthday present you can get, and I am off work, so happy birthday to me, motherfucker.